Entrepreneurs in Gauteng have expressed their excitement at various innovation projects which will be implemented in the coming years in collaboration with the local government and international corporations. This is being done in collaboration with the KTN Global Alliance Africa, the Gauteng Department of Economic Development and other stakeholders in the industry. A panel discussion was hosted on Thursday in Sandton, and Ahmed Kajee was there. He filed this report.
Good news for Gauteng's innovation sector as a collaborative project involving the Gauteng government, KTN Global Alliance, UK Aid and other stakeholders is set to provide much needed support to help these businesses grow. The project is targeted at businesses that need funds, resources and support. Details of the project were unpacked during a panel discussion involving the partners on Thursday. High Commissioner of the United Kingdom to South Africa, Anthony Phillipson, says the UK government wants to tackle climate, healthcare and human empowerment challenges.
The second broad basket, I would say, is what we call inclusive economic growth. It's about creating jobs, growth, economic security, prosperity and opportunity, strengthening the institutions of our economies and indeed our democracies so that those opportunities flow to all. And then the third one is public health and human development. Not only responding to the pandemic that we are in at the minute, it's not over. The other issues on the human development side I would just highlight. We have a big agenda here on women's economic empowerment, tackling societal scourges like gender-based violence against women and girls.
Meanwhile, KTN Global Alliance Africa's country lead for South Africa, Fredel Jacobs, says they want to enable innovation. KTN's role is to facilitate innovative projects for Gauteng businesses.
It's not us coming in and doing innovation. It's us serving as an innovation enabler and working with the ecosystem partners and innovation practitioners to accelerate what is happening in South Africa already. In the next 12 months is really about the implementation of the foundational elements to make sure that we can continue to build this collaboration, that we can continue to serve people in Gauteng. And not just the people, but especially the entrepreneurs out there in the areas that sometimes are not so close to where the innovation infrastructure is located.
Director of Special Projects, Strategic Partnerships and International Relations, Tseliso Mohlomi, represented the Gauteng government at the discussion. Mohlomi says this collaboration aims to assist township economies.
An event like this is very important, especially around innovation. It also shows what we can achieve if the corporate and the government were to work together. So I do believe that our relationship and partnership with KTN Global would actually benefit Gauteng immensely, especially those startups and the SMMEs within the innovation space. Our main focus is the township economy, and then the township people, township SMMEs within the innovation space would be the beneficiaries of this partnership.
Makosazane Lutuli of Allegro Enterprises says red tape and a low-risk appetite remain major roadblocks for growth.
Within our ecosystem, particularly within working with businesses and medium and small-sized businesses, there's a lot of red tape. Doesn't feel like there's an appetite to do business, particularly in the space that I work, which is advisory and consulting, capital raising. There is a very low-risk appetite, and unfortunately you do need a high-risk appetite to fund innovation. You must be willing to lose. You can't have it both ways. So I think that's a big challenge.
Meanwhile, Simon Davis of waste plastic company Scarab Tech says South Africa's plastic can be harnessed for energy.
Scarab Tech is a company, we make waste plastic to energy machines. They take waste plastic, and it's a very small machine. 2 of them fit in a shipping container, and you put waste plastic in and it creates petrol or diesel. We found it very difficult to raise money in South Africa. We raised money in San Francisco. When we're implementing the technology, we found it very difficult to get support from the city to find space at a reasonable, there were no startup hubs or innovation hubs that we could join or find. They probably do exist, but they were difficult to find.
The innovation projects also involve the University of Johannesburg, Wits University and the Tshimologong Precinct. The Tshimologong Precinct is an innovation branch of Wits University. Chief Executive Officer at the Tshimologong Precinct, Leslie Williams, says changes need to be made around research and procurement within the innovation sector.
There's two key things for me. The one is around commercialization of research coming out of universities where there's a wealth of knowledge, there's a wealth of amazing inventions sitting in labs that are not benefiting society. So Tshimologong is one of the places that needs to make that link coming onto the ground. And we can certainly learn from university-based incubators in the UK on how that was done. The second thing for me is around government procuring innovation. We don't have clear mechanisms. When it's very hard to put out a tender that speaks to a clear innovation that you need. But our entrepreneurs often have the solutions to the problems we have in our city.
Williams also added that the COVID-19 pandemic exposed the need for innovation within the education sector. Meanwhile, the Gauteng government says 2022 is the year projects will be implemented to ensure the development and growth of the economy within the province. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ahmed Kajee in Sandton.